My name is Muhammad Abdululum, and in this time, I would like to explain about the principles and then approaches and the techniques of teaching young learners based on I have learned over these weeks. So, what is principle? Principle is principles are basic information about something, because what we're going to talk is to teach young learners, to teach English for young learners. So this best information about how to teach English for them. And then the second is approaches. Approaches is talking about we make a plan of how to engage the learning, and then the techniques is the class strategies. Okay, for the approaches, for the principles, there are 4 points. The first is implicit learning. So when we want to teach English for the young learners, we can do this type of principle. That is, so apa? The implicit learning means that we teach English for young learners unconsciously. It means we can give them a game that contain English material, but it also, when the young learners play the game, they can get some material from the game. And then the second is contextual learning. It means that we have to give materials for the young learners, the English materials that is always happen in their life. Contextual mean it is, can be also mean as the reality. So what we are going to teach, it's based on their reality or their life. And the third is student-centeredness. It means that sometimes maybe it is better for the teachers to teach English for young learners, but it should be the learners or the students who lead the teaching process. So it means like we give 70% of learning purpose for the students to lead, and the teacher only use the 30% to lead how the learning process. Okay, and then the third is it should be, the last, it should be meaningful learning. It means that it's like has the same meaning as the contextual learning, but the difference is it is also it is also should be containing the reality material, but it should be meaningful. It is useful for their life. Like we tell them in English, the beneficial of a fruit or maybe a vegetable. Okay, and then now we are going to the approaches. There are some approaches of teaching young learners. The first is behaviorist. It means that the teachers should should know the children behavior, so the teacher can make can plan how to teach them well. And then the second is humanist. It means that the children has their own opinion, and also they can also make mistake. And then the next is input. Input mean that have to give them input before the teacher give them an output. And then constructivist. It means that if we want to teach the young learners, we have to teach them. Gradually. It's like step by step. Okay, that is for the approaches, and now we're going for the techniques. So for the techniques, there are many techniques to teach English for the young learners. One of them is the presentation. So the teacher give them material, but the students just only for the listen to the teachers. Okay, and then the second, it should be like a role play. So it is better to teach them by these techniques if we want to what is it if we want to give a material about speaking, because in the role play there will be a lot of speaking scenes. And then the next is also it is a debate. Yeah, debate is also really important because at that time it is not the teacher can teach them about the English itself, but also it can what is it teach them about how to get critical thinking. Thank you.